I'm picking up 50 meat chickens today, and so far nothing's ready. I don't have anything in order, so we have a lot to do today. But before we do anything, we need to move the lambs over to the other pasture. Oh, blip, 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 blip. Nej. Oj. Suddenly Seymour. Oops. Have a little taste. It's good. Real good. Well, I didn't think this part through. Okay. Okay. Could I just have... Took a different approach this time and brought the food instead of feeding them beforehand. I'm not going to bring the milk every day though. This is just so that they will know where to go and At least it went a lot smoother than the previous video. I could probably just leave them here during the night as well and not having to move them back and forth. And I might just do that after a while, but now I like to have them in the barn together with the rest of the animals so that I have full control over them. Even though they are fully fenced in and have access to water, shelter, and a lot of food, I kind of want to have them in the barn, maybe just for my own comfort. But as for today, all the lambs' needs are met, so now we have to get going and fix for the chickens. So eventually the chickens will be out on grass, out on the pasture. But as of today, they are 1 day old, so they need to be inside at first. And they need to be kept for themselves. So this is the only room that I have that I can close the doors. So the cat won't come in and the dogs and outside predators. So in the beginning, they won't need a lot of space. So I'm thinking this corner next to the what we call the dairy will suffice. I need to close up this hole so they don't fall in. It goes down to the poo cellar. I don't know the proper word. A lot of years ago there were cows in here, and underneath was where all the poop went. I probably need something to transport them in, and the natural thing would be to just use a couple of cardboard boxes. But the ones that I have are taller than wide, and I will have to fit them in the car as well. So maybe these bad boys that we use for vegetables could work. So I thought if I brought 3 of these, that would be enough. This one has holes in it and isn't all that tall, so I can stack a couple of them on top of each other, and they can fit in the back seat of the car, hopefully. So this is a meat chicken breed that's most common here in Norway. It's called Ras 308. I was looking for a breed that's growing a little slower. I think these are harvested after 28 days, but I couldn't find any. And then I remembered that I had some acquaintances from back in the days, some really good people that are chicken farmers. So I reached out and asked if I could have 50, and that was no problem. He had several thousand that arrived earlier today. So these guys had to be on the road for a little more today. I wasn't allowed in the chicken house since I have animals myself. I could bring all my germs and bacteria and wipe out the whole bunch. And when you have several thousand chickens, you don't want to be responsible for that. Last time I met him, 7 years ago, I did this portrait for a project that I was doing at the time. I know he's not laying on any chickens, no chickens were harmed during that shoot, but that was a really fun day, and I think the picture turned out really good as well. One thing that I noticed was that he used paper like this under water and food. It's probably a good way to separate the food from the wood shavings. You don't want them to eat that. And in the beginning they will probably stay around the water and the food and under the heat lamps. I'm not putting paper under the heat lamps though, but under the water and the food. And also in that way most of the poop will go on the paper, and then I could just replace that tomorrow. At least for the first couple of days, and until I can elevate the water and the food from the ground. So now I'm just gonna leave them here and hope they settle in well. It's been a long day, so we're gonna turn off the lights and I'm gonna come back tomorrow and snuggle with a chicken or 50. So thank you for watching today. Until next time, toodaloo.